Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago PD fans are perplexed by Patrick John Flueger's new hair color. Adam Ruzek has a lot on his plate. The character was forced to stand by and watch while his peer, Emily Martell, Victoria Cartagena, was gunned down in the line of duty. He was also forced to learn that his fiancée, Kim Burgess Marina Squarciati, risked her career to protect another U member. The main thing that has Chicago PD fans perplexed about Ruzek, though, is his hair. The character has been a brunette for the entirety of the show, and yet he showed up in the season 12 premiere rocking a dirty blonde look. What gives? There hasn't been any mention of the how and why of it all, despite it being a notable change. Flueger may have been a brunette for the first decade plus of Chicago PD, but the actor was actually blonde for most of his youth. The actor's early screen roles showcase a dirty blonde look. You can see for yourself in films like The World's Fastest Indian, 2005, opposite Anthony Hopkins, and Footloose, 2011, opposite Kenny Wormold. Flueger's blonde hair actually sparked a semi-viral moment on Instagram. The actor posted a photo of himself alongside his grandfather in the 1990s. He can be seen with bleach blonde highlights in his hair, which many followers liked to the boy band style of the era. Flueger has also dyed his hair for roles. He made his film debut in the Disney classic, The Princess Diaries, 2001, and in it he played an eccentric high schooler with bright red hair. He's been through it all, but in truth, there's no narrative reason as to why his hair is blonde in the current season of Chicago PD. The actor's appearance has changed gradually over the years, whether it be facial hair or hair color, and based on the fact that Flueger does not have outside film/television roles to prepare for, we are inclined to believe that he simply decided to alter the color of his hair in his personal life. Flueger's unexpected hair change was hilariously foreshadowed in a behind-the-scenes video that was recently unearthed. Flueger can be seen making the crew crack up while rocking an outlandish blonde wig. Jessica Soffer can be seen on screen while the actor hems it up. We're grateful the actor didn't go the full, long-haired rocker look. The real question is gonna be whether Ruzek keeps the blonde look going in future seasons. Time, as always, will tell. Patrick John Flueger, who has become a fan favorite for his portrayal of the ever-determined and occasionally broody officer Adam Ruzek on Chicago PD, recently sent waves of confusion, curiosity, and speculation through the Chicago PD fandom with a sudden, bold change to his iconic look. Known for his distinctive dark hair and sharp features, the actor made a dramatic transformation by switching up his usual hair color, leaving fans scratching their heads and diving into a flurry of online discussions. It all started innocently enough, with an Instagram post showing Patrick flashing a bright, almost golden smile while sporting a noticeably lighter shade of hair. The lightened locks weren't the only thing that caught fans off guard. It was the seemingly spontaneous nature of the change that had people buzzing. Patrick, who has generally kept a low profile in terms of fashion experiments on social media, seemed almost unrecognizable yet oddly familiar in this new persona. Fans who were accustomed to the darker, more intense Adam Ruzek of Chicago PD couldn't immediately reconcile the actor's fresh look with the hardened cop they'd come to love on the show. The comments section of the Instagram post was flooded with questions. "Wait, is this Patrick John Flueger?" One fan asked in disbelief. Another added, "That's not Ruzek, is it? Who's this guy?" The question that dominated, however, was the most intriguing. Why the sudden change in hair color? While it's true that hair color changes are no strangers to Hollywood, they often elicit mixed reactions, especially when an actor's look is so closely associated with a particular character. In Flueger's case, Adam Ruzek's dark, almost brooding hair has been integral to the character's gritty and no-nonsense aura. Ruzek is the kind of cop who doesn't smile much and is often seen with his jaw clenched in a determined, and sometimes angst-ridden manner. His dark hair helped emphasize the character's intensity, both on-screen and off. For fans who had grown attached to the image of Flueger's Ruzek, the new golden locks were a stark contrast. Was this change a one-off, or was it part of a broader shift in how the character would be portrayed in the upcoming season? Was the actor trying to channel a new energy into Ruzek, or was this merely a personal style choice? As speculation ran rampant, a flurry of creative explanations emerged in the fandom. Some fans believed that Flueger's new look might be a teaser for a major character evolution for Adam Ruzek. Perhaps the lighter hair symbolized a new phase in Ruzek's life, one where he steps out of the shadows of his former trauma and embraces a new, lighter chapter. Maybe it was a signal that the tough cop was finally opening up, becoming more vulnerable or at peace with his personal life, especially with the complicated relationships he's navigated on the show. After all, Chicago PD has never shied away from having its characters undergo significant personal transformations, both professionally and emotionally. On the other hand, some fans wondered if it could be a reference to the storylines in the show itself. Was Ruzek preparing for a covert operation that required a change in appearance? Perhaps a deep undercover mission, where blending into a new environment might require a change in his image. The thought of Ruzek going undercover with lighter hair sparked a wave of excitement among the audience, who eagerly began speculating on the possibilities. In true Chicago PD fashion, however, some fans leaned into more humorous theories. A few joked that Flueger might have decided to lighten up his look in response to the overwhelming stress of working with the often unpredictable Jay Halstead, Jesse Lee Soffer. Others posited that the change might be part of a larger trend in the Chicago franchise, with Ruzek subtly taking cues from other characters who had recently evolved. Maybe the actor was simply testing out a new trend, experimenting with a new persona that could be fun and lighthearted for a moment, before Ruzek inevitably returned to his gritty, darker self. Amid the banter and fan theories, another group of fans pointed to the possibility that Flueger's new hair color was unrelated to Chicago PD at all. Was this just Patrick having a bit of fun with his personal look outside of his work on the show? The actor has always been known to keep his personal life relatively private, but this unexpected change sparked some curiosity into whether it reflected a larger personal shift. Could it be that he was embracing a new side of himself, one that fans could only glimpse through his social media? The idea that the actor was stepping into a more carefree, experimental phase in his personal life was something that many fans found refreshing and relatable. Then, of course, there were the inevitable memes. The internet has a way of turning even the most seemingly innocuous change into a full-blown phenomenon, and Flueger's new hair color was no exception. Within hours, meme creators had sprung into action, producing hilarious mashups that saw the actor's new look juxtaposed with everything from high school yearbook photos to famous blonde characters from TV and film. In one particularly popular meme, Flueger's new appearance was edited into a scene from Legally Blonde with the caption, "Ruzek, but make it Elle Woods." As the days passed and the chatter continued, the one thing that became clear was that this sudden shift in Patrick John Flueger's appearance had created a memorable moment within the Chicago PD fanbase. Whether they loved it, hated it, or simply couldn't understand why it happened, one thing was certain: it had stirred the pot. It was a reminder that the world of fandom thrives not only on what happens within the narrative of a show, but also on the real-life personas of the actors who bring these characters to life. For now, fans remain in suspense, wondering whether Ruzek's new look will be reflected in upcoming episodes or if Flueger's hairstyle will return to its previous darker shade. Until then, Chicago PD fans can rest assured that the next time Patrick John Flueger steps on screen, whether it's with his old dark hair or a new, unexpected look, they'll be ready to embrace the change with their usual passion, creativity, and enthusiasm. In the end, while it might not be as significant as a major plot twist or an unexpected crossover, Patrick John Flueger's new hair color serves as a perfect reminder of the ways in which Chicago PD fans immerse themselves in the lives of both their favorite characters and the actors who bring them to life. Whether the change is temporary or permanent, one thing's for sure: Flueger has certainly given fans something to talk about.